Good evening, everyone. My name is Daniel Rajaya. I'm the president of the College Democrats of Ohio. I'm also a student. That's close. I'm a student at the University of Dayton here too, and it's great to just see so many people out here. We have elected officials, we have college students, we have so many just members of the community here from Dayton, and it's great to just see so many people out here, all united for a common cause. We're all out here to re-elect President Obama and Senator Brown and the rest of the great Democrats that we have running this year. So just give a round of applause for that. At this time, I have the honor to introduce you to one of my mentors, and the people that one of the people that has made a big impact on my life, Mark Owens. He's the chairman of the Montgomery County Democratic Party, and he's been just a great person, great mentor in my life. So at this time, Mark.
Thank you, and thank you all for coming this evening. Appreciate the crowd, and I do want to make sure I acknowledge a few people that are here. First of all, I think our entire county commissioner is here. So, all right. Commissioner Dan Foley's back there, as well as Commissioner Debbie Lieberman and Judy Dodge. And Debbie and Judy are on the ballot this year. So our county auditor, Carl Keith, is here. Next two people are on the ballot as well, but they're unopposed. That's the best way to run. County Engineer Paul Gruner, County Prosecutor Matt Heck. We have County Treasurer Carolyn Rice, who is opposed and is running this year. We have Dayton City Commissioner, I believe, is Matt Joseph still here, Matt? Right? And Judge Dan Garris is here as well from the Dayton Municipal Court. But most of all, we do have a very special guest from the state of Illinois, Dick Durbin.
Thank you, Mark Owens. Thank you. It's good to be in Dayton. Roderick, thanks for setting this up. I appreciate it. Now, how many folks here are from Illinois? Come on. All right, let's give it up for this Illinois crowd, too. A lot of students. And now I'm going to tell you a secret. I don't want you spreading this around, but I'm going to tell you how I won an election. I won an election because two young girls decided to step up and do a TV ad for me that absolutely pushed me across the finish line. And they just happened to be Dayton Flyers, and they just happened to be here tonight. Kylie and Quinlan Kelly, stand up over there, would you, girls? All right, here they are. Did I embarrass them enough? It looks like they're blushing. Their mom, Maureen Kelly, slightly Irish, and their whole family is from a section of Chicago known as Beverly. And in the section known as Beverly, you do not identify yourself by street, you identify yourself by parish. And so it gives you an idea of where their family comes from. Pat Flanagan, thank you, my friend, for being the best bar in Dayton. And I want to tell you something. Before I go in to talk about our president, let me say a word about your senator. Sherrod Brown is the best. The best. And smart, tough, and a heart of gold. And his wife, Connie, what a sweetheart. Sherrod and Connie and I made a trip to parts of Africa that most people usually don't go to because it's so poor. And it was one of those touching life experiences that we'll never forget in the Democratic Republic of Congo and places like that. And I will just tell you, you've got a great senator there. And I happened to catch his debate with his opponent. This is a clear choice, my friends, for the state of Ohio. So please, re-elect Sherrod Brown to the United States Senate, along with all the other good candidates here. So it was 6 years ago, and I'm in Chicago with my junior senator, Barack Obama, and we are at a place called the Union League Club on a Friday night, and it's about 5 o'clock. Well, you know at 5 o'clock you want to get the heck out of there and go home. And as we're walking out of the Union League Club, I said to him, wait a minute, before you leave, I need 10 minutes. And I know he was thinking, oh, man, not now. Give me 10 minutes. So I pulled him in a room, closed the door, set him down, and I said, okay, you got to run for president of the United States. He said, I haven't even been in the Senate 2 years. And I said, sticking around the Senate does not qualify you to be president. You got something, buddy. I introduced him in Boston. Wasn't it a great introduction at the convention in Boston? People ask me for copies all the time. And I saw what happened there, and then I watched him in his campaign, and I watched him in the Senate, and I thought, this guy's special. He really is. How many state senators write an autobiography? He did. And he said to me, first thing he said to me, I think about my daughters, my little girls. What will this do to them? And I said, that's a very important question that only you and Michelle can resolve. And I know you will, or at least you'll talk over whether you can resolve it. And then he said, and what about Hillary? I said, well, that's a very good question, because she's a very good candidate. And her husband is a terrific asset for any candidate. And so I said, it'll be a tough campaign, but I think you appeal to a crowd, a different approach in the electorate, and the two of you together are going to bring out more Democrats than we've ever seen in our lives. And at the end, you either win and you're the nominee, or you don't, and you're young enough to try again some other time. And so he said, well, let me talk to Michelle about it. And so a week later, Loretta and I were up in Chicago at a dinner, and there were Barack and Michelle at the same table. And Michelle sees me, and she goes, and I went over and I said, hi, Michelle. And she said, are you throwing my husband to the lions? What are you doing to my husband? I said, no, I'm serious. Man, she said, that's all he's talking about. We'll get back to you. I said, okay, take your time. So the next day, in order to encourage them a little bit, I publicly announced I was for Barack Obama for president. You know, just to give him a little nudge. I didn't want to put too much pressure on him, but I was the first senator to endorse him. And for 14 months, I was the only senator to endorse him. Barack Obama? Are you kidding me? You know? And then we went to Iowa. I made 14 trips, not bad in the course of a year. He made 84. He wins the Iowa caucus, and you know what happened next. The good news is, I guess there are two pieces of good news. He was elected president, and he appointed